I could pin a product. Let's pin male tears. Alright, we pinned a product to the live because you know what? How you requesting to be in the video already? Like, come on now. Hi everybody who's already here. How are you guys? How are you? How are you? Thank you for spending some time with me. Hello, hello. What's going on? Nothing much is going on. Just waiting for some more people to join the live. Hi, hi. Waving to some people. I pinned a product to the bottom of this live. It's my Male Tears mug. Grab it so the next time you're watching, thank you. So the next time you're watching, you can drink from your Male Tears jug. Not jug, mug. Alright, so if you had your reminder turned on or if you didn't, today's topic is going to be open versus poly, because a lot of the men out there love to throw the word polygamous and polyamorous, polygamous, polygamy all around the world. And listen, I promise you, I'm trying to wave to this person, but it keeps asking me to remove them. I apologize. All right, but before we begin, I would like to announce that we do have a sponsor for this live, for this Naked Sunday, the podcast, and it is Rum Runner. If you are new to this page, then you probably don't know that Rum Runner is one of my longest standing sponsors out there, right? And Rum Runner sent me 3 bottles, 3 giant bottles of Rum Runner to try. Now, the last 2 segments that we did, right? They were, the segments were titled Cocktails Over Cocktails. And we were having cocktails while talking about either sucking dick or eating vagina, right? But for this one, this segment is called How High. Yes, like the movie How High. So what I requested from Rum Runner when I was asked if they could send me some bottles was an infused Rum Runner drink, right? So Rum Runner is a series of rum punches. Rum punches. And he sent 3 different flavors. Now, one of them, the one that I'm going to be drinking in this episode, is called liquid marijuana. That is the one that he infused. If you were at any of my events, you know who Rum Runner is. If you've been watching any of my videos, you know who Rum Runner is. If you were at my Naked Sunday dinner party, Rum Runner had the infused shots passing around and had me over the moon high, okay? So that is what we're going to be opening for this episode. And again, this is the liquid marijuana. I want to tell you what the other ones are, so let me pull up my notes here. All right, so this one here, the yellow one, this one is called Miami Vice. This has mango, coconut, and pineapple juice. This one is called One Love. This one has guava, banana, orange juice, and pineapple juice. This one that we're going to be drinking, the liquid marijuana, because this again is the How High segment. So if you're a smoker, go roll yourself a little joint or a blunt, whatever you prefer. If you don't smoke and you have edibles, go ahead and grab yourself a treat and, consume it. But the liquid marijuana has green apple, blue curacao, coconut, pineapple juice, and sour. And again, it is infused. So by the end of this live, I should be nice and high and ready to go. Okay, so I have my cup. Okay, so I had a cup with ice, but the ice melted out. So my trusty producer is going to replenish my ice cubes for me. But like I said, this is the How High segment, so go ahead and either get your edible or your joint or your blunt or whatever. They all come nice and sealed. I just pull mine right off. And then let me see a little ASMR for you. Can you hear it? You heard that? It smells so good. Let me wave to the people who are here. Thank you for joining the live. Make sure you guys stay. Don't just join and then jump out. Stay in the live, all right? Shouts out to the producer. Yes, shout out to you, Mr. Producer Man. Thank you very much. He's cheesing. All right, thank you. And he brought me a coaster. Look at that. All right, so again, pop. If you're smoking, let me know if you're smoking. If you're having an edible, let me know if you're having an edible. If you are drinking, did I shake it? Did I shake it? I don't think I shook it. Let me shake it real quick. I should have shaken it before I popped it open. Okay. All right, so we're shook. We're shook. ASMR. That's a lot, because honestly, whenever I do his little his infused shots, like that one shot takes me there. All right. So you're drinking a Magnum. You know, I've never had a Magnum in my life. Oh gosh. All right, guys. Cups up, joints up, blunts up, edibles up. Whatever it is that you're having right now. Cheers. Very yummy. You can low-key taste the you can taste the infusion in it. Oh wow, it just hit the back of my throat. Oh gosh. I hope this is like indica dominance, because I'm not actually. No, I'm lying. I am an indica girl, but I have things to do after this live, so hopefully. Oh, all right. So now that we have our drinks in hand, or joints in hand, or blunts in hand, or edibles being consumed, let us jump into the topic. And the topic is open versus poly. All right. Now this is going to be the basic bitch definition of what being in an open relationship is, and what being in a poly relationship is. Right? Right. So what inspired, first of all, this topic is that I was on Twitter, of course. You know, Twitter is like half of my life, right? And they were talking about, you know, just being in relationships or whatever. And this one person commented and said it's built into men to be polygamous, like it's in their DNA, or whatever the case is. And to which I responded that men love throwing around the word polygamous when they really don't know what it means. Like, if you want to be promiscuous, say that. If you want to be in an open relationship, say that. I don't think a lot of them want to even be in an open relationship, because then that's a whole other door being opened to your own egos and insecurities. But I digress. Now, being in a poly relationship, right? Let's say you want to be polygamous. If you want to be polygamous, you want to have multiple loving, fulfilling relationships. It's if you are in a relationship with your partner right now and you want to have another meaningful relationship with somebody else, like the same spectrum that you're with your partner with right now. It does not mean that you are going to just be out there sleeping with whoever you want to, even though you can. You're not going to be out there sleeping with whoever you want to. And it doesn't mean that you're going to be sharing whoever you bring in with your partner, right? Because your partner could be monogamous while you're polygamous, and then that might cause, or not might, that will cause a strain in a relationship, because they're thinking, okay, it's just you, it's just them, when they're thinking, okay, hey, I want multiple partners. If you're not trying to build a community, you're not trying to be polygamous or polyamorous. Polyamory is when, let's say, I have multiple husbands. Polygamy is where he would have multiple wives, right? Right. Polyamory is also boyfriend, girlfriend, not necessarily husband and wife. Polyamory is one of those that are more complex, but polygamy is more direct, or it's multiple wives, right? Right. Now, an open relationship is more so what I would be interested in, and that's where you are in a monogamous relationship, but you bring in, or you guys have someone that you share every now and then. You bring in someone every now and then. There is someone that you have fun with, or multiple people that you have fun with, but it doesn't necessarily. Thank you, Peter S. Cram 3. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Polyandry is multiple husbands. Thank you for throwing that out there, because you are 100% correct. Now, open relationship. This is where you're bringing in, there's no like love, there's no commitment, there's no attachment to a third or fourth person. You can bring in another girl, another guy, another person, whoever you want, and you're just having fun, you and your partner. And I feel like that's something that I would more so be interested in. Me and my husband, we have tried, not to, whatever. Me and my husband, we have tried to have a polygamous relationship, and on my end it did not work, because I did not want to share him sharing his love with anybody else. I did not want him spending time the way that he's spending time with me. That's a pet. I don't think that's a, well, could be. If we wanted to put a label on it, it could be a pet, yes, but that's what an open relationship is. You just have someone there that you have fun with, or even if it's not that one particular person, you're just having fun with somebody else, but there is no like deep emotional attachment to this other person. You're not trying to date this person and court this person and meet this person's parents or anything like that. Hey Janelle, how are you, babes? Thank you for joining the live. Yeah. So if you want to be out there and saying that you are poly, or you want to have this poly relationship with multiple women, you have to understand what it is that you're asking for. Because if you go out there and you meet someone, you meet a woman or a man who wants to be poly with you, but your partner can't do the same, then that's very much one-sided, and you just want to either be open where you can have fun with whoever you want, or you just want to be promiscuous. Like, promiscuity is something completely different. Or because usually when you're promiscuous, you're hiding it from your partner, right? Right. So you want your partner to know that you're doing things with other people, but you don't want them doing anything, or you don't want them to feel like you're lying to them, because, oh no, I told you that I am poly. Oh, I told you that I like having multiple people. But you aren't trying to have these deep, impactful relationships, these deep, meaningful relationships with these women or these men. You're just trying to have sex. And if that's the case, then just say that, right? Don't say you're poly when you're not. I'm going to fire my producer, you guys, just so you know. Where do poly people meet? I feel like it's such a secret society. Honestly, you can meet you can meet them anywhere. I feel like once you're open to having open discussions, like honest conversations with people, you would be surprised how many people are open to being polygamous or polyamorous, or open to polyandry, as the earlier person mentioned, right? You just have to be yourself, basically, and be able to be honest and be able to accept what your partner is saying to you, and be able to properly communicate your own feelings to your partner, right? You feel me? Because at the end of the day, it all comes down to communication. Whether it makes sense, thank you. Whether you're monogamous or poly, or you want to be open, or whatever the case is. What does that say? Field app is polyamorous. Listen to me. Peter is in here dropping gems. Okay, Peter, are you a part of the community? Are you poly? Do you have multiple wives or multiple husbands or multiple partners? Are you willing to share or divulge in any of that? Please let us know, because what's this, Field app? Okay. Okay, Jamie, let me sip my drink before my mouth is dry. All right. I think if you know you're not monogamy, you should let it be known up front before being in a relationship with that person. Facts. Now, if it's an evolution after being with that person, then a conversation, that is also facts. Because I do follow this one couple who were very much monogamous, and during the pandemic, actually, they wanted to explore dating other people, but they still wanted to be together. They came to the conclusion that they don't own each other, right? Which I've said in previous conversations and videos and lives, that I don't feel like we own each other. Which again, I don't think I could be in a poly relationship, because I don't want you sharing that love that you're giving to me with anybody else. I'd more so be in an open relationship. But if after a while, like, you know, like I said, they were in the pandemic, they wrote it out together, but afterwards they realized that they wanted to be with other people while still being together, and that's how they became poly. So it is possible to be in your monogamous relationship and then evolve, choose to evolve, or, you know, whatever. And that also does not mean that there is not jealousy within your relationship, because people are people. Feelings are feelings. Humans are humans. The emotions are emotions. You're going to feel at some point in time some sort of way seeing your man or your girl going out on a date with somebody that they like, that they find attractive, right? You just have to know how to control your emotions and your feelings, because when you're out there doing your thing, that's what they have to go through as well. Do you think people submit to poly relationships when monogamous relationships don't work? I 100% think they do. I feel like right now there's this whole thing where women especially feel like they have to be poly to keep their man, not realizing that the man is not poly, he's just promiscuous. Okay, like if you 100% believe in monogamy, then stick to that. Don't feel like you have to change your beliefs just to keep or appease your partner. If you two, or you eventually evolve, like we were just saying, into that mindset, then good for you. But don't feel obligated. Don't feel like it's a requirement to keep your relationship stronger. Okay. There's even threesome apps. Really? I think I've seen one of those floating around somewhere. This is so cool. Only in my imagination. Well, you know a lot for it just being in your imagination, okay? There's also groups on Facebook. I'm in a few, and it's very inviting and open to answering questions some curious people have. Yes, there's literally everything everywhere on the internet. Like Facebook, I don't know about Instagram. Twitter, there's a whole community on Twitter. There's a bunch of different apps that you can look into to find these places. There are clubs that you could go to and meet these people who are just open and willing to partake into whatever. Okay. But yeah, and then I also feel like when it comes to the poly experience, or the having multiple wives experience, like I know for sure, like in Dubai, it's legal for the man to have multiple wives, but if he cannot maintain the second wife to the degree that he maintains the first wife, he can't have a second wife, right? So it's like, hi babes. So it's like, I feel like it's only in certain communities, and I don't want to say it's only in the black community, but I feel like it's there in certain communities. It low-key feels like a pimp and whore situation, where it's like he is the king, he is the master, he is the one who controls everything, and you have to do everything he says. You have to wash his feet and suck his toes and all these things, and you have to when he decides to have a second girlfriend or wife, you have to just sit there and accept it, and you have to partake in the second and third wife sexual activities just to appease this man. I feel like it's only in certain communities, and I really don't want to say it's only in the black community, but that's where I've seen it the most. Or maybe it's an American thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because in Jamaica, people just give bun and call it a day. All right, let me wave to the people. What was your first experience at a sexy club? I've actually never been. I've never been to any of those clubs ever, ever, ever. And the one time I wanted to go, Fred was like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm like, you're boring. I'm breaking up with you. I literally just had a guy in DM ask me to be his second wife. And what did his first wife think of that? Is that something that him and his first wife discussed? See, that's crazy to me, that men feel comfortable enough to sit there and be like, all right, I want to be poly. I want to have multiple wives. So let me go out and seek this person. He may have had one conversation with his partner, but all of a sudden, yes, we're down. Like, babes, no. You're playing with people's feelings and emotions. So again, if you're promiscuous, just say that. If you want to be in an open relationship, just say that. Like, stop throwing the word poly around if you don't know what it's going to entail. Like, that just does not work. There's a whole show about it on Lifetime. I was disgusted. I have not seen it. I don't watch, I don't subscribe to any of the shows or anything like that. I just feel like people have this big misconception of what being in a poly relationship is versus what being in an open relationship is versus what just being promiscuous is. Like, if you a dog, just say you a dog. Call it that. But yeah, are you in a relationship right now? I'm very much in a relationship. I've been married for now 7 years and we were dating for 5. So you do the math. Okay. Yes. Yes, his claims the wife wanted it more. That's also a thing as well. There are many women who are either unhappy in their relationship or just want to try something new with their partner, and they're the ones who will push for their guy to bring in another girl, or their girls, their wives know that they can't pull anybody, right? Like, listen, after me there is no upgrade. Like, after me you can't get anybody better than me. So you can go out there and try to get somebody else, but I know you're not going to get somebody else. So women will just say things, and I know I'm like throwing the game out there. Women will just say things just to see, or just because they know that it's not going to happen. Like, okay, yeah, babe, we can invite 5 girls over. Like, that's never going to happen. OMG, I was curious a few years ago and literally walked right into a male gay swinger club after Pride. It was cool watching everyone walk around with their shit out. I've actually been to 2 male gay clubs in my life. Both were very cool experiences. Like, the gay men, they are so sweet. You know how when you go to a regular club, how guys are like gropey and try to like look you and whatever? The gay men are completely different. It's like having like girls everywhere. It was very fun. But having been to like a whatchamacallit, like a sexy club, a sex club or a swingers club or anything like that, never been, unfortunately. I know. And look how I'm old now. Me a big woman, and the one time, I'm so happy for you. Thank you, babes. Has your relationship always been monogamous? No, I said that earlier. We did try the poly thing. We had a girlfriend for a couple months, maybe 4 months, 6 at max, and it didn't work out on my end because, again, I did not want him sharing his love with anybody else. I was not comfortable with them having their own text messages and him, you know, talking to her the way he talks to me. I did not like that. I was very much upset. I was cool when she was around and we were having fun together, and it was, you know, yeah, we're kissing and we're doing all the, you know, the cute little things together, and we're the 3 of us going out and partying, and that was fun. The part that I hated was the intimacy that he shared with her that he would share with me. Like, that's the part I did not like. Yeah. So even like today, if my man was supposed to be like, all right, let's have a girlfriend, it would just have to be for fun. It could not be, it would literally have to be, let us have a girlfriend, not you have a girlfriend and then if I choose to have somebody else, I can have somebody else. No, it's either we share the person or we don't. I don't want you texting or calling or, you know, liking pictures on Instagram and sending each other memes. Oh my gosh, you see, once you reach the phase where you're sending each other memes and TikToks and Instagram reels and all of this stuff, get somebody else to do it. It's not gonna work. No. Oh. Thank you everybody for coming through. But yeah, that's my life. Any questions you guys have? Any more questions? Any more points you want to throw in there? Because there were some few good points being thrown in there. What are you guys drinking? What are you smoking? This is the how high segment. I'm currently not high because I've only had what, like 2 sips, so I'm not really feeling it. Usually I would just do the whole shot and then I would, you know, start phasing out, but here we are. I keep waving to people and then it's asking me if I want to remove them. I am so sorry. Like, this is my 3rd time going live, so it's like I'm still getting used to all the little fandangles. All right, did you have threesomes with her? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Definitely had threesomes with her. We've had did we have threesomes before her, or was it after her? We either had threesomes before or after her. In my past, I've had multiple threesomes. I am bisexual, if you don't know. So in my previous relationships, I've had multiple threesomes. With my husband, we've had threesomes. But I'm not sure if the girlfriend came before or after the threesomes. Threesomes that we've had. Yes. I keep trying to block people. I'm so sorry. Girl, why I used to do here? I was like, you know, I was going to ask you that if you stopped doing here, because this girl right here, Venusian Janelle. Is that how you pronounce it? Venusian Janelle? Yes. She used to do locks. Like when faux locks first came out, I know this is off topic, I'm so sorry. She, fire. And then I just stopped seeing her posts. Anyways, all right. Girl, what I used to do here, and one of my clients was a unicorn, and she had a couple that she used to mess with. I want to be a unicorn in my next life. And the guy invited her back after sexing her and his girl after his girl left for work. Oh my gosh. And this is why you have to have 100% trust in your relationship, because this happens so often. So often. And I'm not going to lie to you, it can even happen in the midst of having the threesome. I've been in a situation where, and this is why I always say don't have threesomes with your friends. I'm so tongue-tied right now. I remember I was having my girlfriend, not my girlfriend, but my friend who's a girl, her and her boyfriend, we all were out drinking, partying, whatever, and then we went back to her apartment, and it was me, her, and him, and we ended up in a 3-way. And while I'm there doing my thing, she at one point gets up and she leaves and comes back, and it's me and him doing things. And I'm not thinking it's that big of a deal. Again, this is like years and years and years ago. I was much younger than I look right now. But she was actually upset with me at you know, a little bit, but with him as well, because people, if I want to sleep with multiple people. But the thing is, a lot of heterosexual cis men, or cis heterosexual men, however you want to say it, are not okay with their girlfriends or their partners in general sleeping with other people the way they sleep with other people. Like it messes with their head. It messes with their ego. That's why they're so much more comfortable having a female male threesome than a male female male threesome. And that's why it's engraved in you guys' heads that if a girl has a threesome with two guys, she's having a train being ran on her. Like, you guys are insane. That's why I set rules and boundaries as the master in the relationship. I want everyone to know exactly what's happening and 100% comfortable. Now, when you call yourself the master, are you talking in terms of threesomes or in terms of being poly? Because in terms of being poly, how many rules can you really set? I mean, you can set rules, but it can't be solely you setting the rules. If it's in terms of threesomes, low-key the same, but if it's each other's first time doing it, then you can definitely set all the rules, babes. Especially if you have someone who's super submissive to you, you can be like, all right, this is what's going to happen, this is what's not going to happen. But then if you are doing this, if you are having threesomes with someone who you have been in a committed relationship with for a while, and you bring someone else new, then the two of you need to sit down and make your rules and be like, all right, this is off limits and this is not. But okay, master. I was like, no way. She said it was the best sex she's had in her life. So I feel you on saying no to that shit, because it can get scandalous. It can get very, very scandalous, darling. A year ago? Oh my God, why? We need to talk. That's wrong, and he shouldn't have done that. He broke the bond. Exactly. Because once you go behind my back, and this is again why I could not do a poly relationship, because once you start texting this person about how much you miss them and how you want to feel them and how they're this and that, then for me it's like, so what about us? Like, what we have wasn't special and genuine. And not saying that people who are in poly relationships can't have that special, genuine attachment to more than one people. It's definitely possible to love more than one people at the same time. Definitely is. But babes, just love me. Slow down, ma'am. Who, me? Am I going very fast? Let's have a drink break. Cheers. Okay. Yeah, I felt weird after she told me that, because she legit went back and screwed him. So I had to stop doing her hair because what won't you babe, she went back? See, I hope they're still together. I hope the unicorn and that guy are together, because that has to be the only reason. Like, they have to have had a relationship prior to the threesome, because there is no way I'm a unicorn, right? And you tag me in to join in your threesome, and then your man text me after the fact to come over or come through or whatever the case is, and I'm going to double back and go. Like, no, that's weird girl energy. You're messing up the girl code right there. Very, very weird. Very weird. Blame the guy. He broke the bond. He broke the bond with his partner, yes, but she broke girl code. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't jump back. You don't. And what I will tell you, oh, I'm so glad that came up. What I will tell you, I've stopped talking to quite a few girls because they were trying to talk to my husband, or they were in his DMs talking to him. You see, if my man reaches out to you, me know say my man a dog, right? Me know say my nigga ain't shit, right? But you as a girl take up your phone and constantly back and forth with him and don't tell me? No, you flaw, you wrong. Let me deal with him. Let me cuss him out and fight him and beat him and bust up his mouth and left him and all of them things there. But if he's reaching out to you, you need to reach out to me and let me know. All right? And then when I go to him with said information, your name won't be brought up, because that is girl code. That is what we do. Okay? Okay. So yeah. I blame the guy. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I blame the guy. He broke the bond. Javian. Yes, I blame the guy too, but you're so pretty. Thank you. It's the filter. A joke, but pretty in our real life. Being polyamorous doesn't mean a relationship doesn't have depth, depending on people. That is true. That is true, and that is why I corrected myself. It does not mean that your relationship does not have depth at all, right? And like I said in the beginning, you want to have multiple loving relationships, not just with your one person. So there is definitely depth in poly relationships. It's just not for me. I don't want you having that love and that connection with anybody else. If you're connected to me, you're connected to me, right? I am bisexual. We can bring in any girl or guy that you want to bring in. Just do not text them afterwards. Do not engage with them afterwards. If it so happens that I bring them over and we have drinks, that's one thing, and I know that sounds very oof. No, you know what? You can invite them for drinks as well. Just let me know. Just don't do it behind my back. Don't be sneaky with it. That's what I don't like. I don't like the sneakiness. I don't like the hiding and the lying and the concealing and the da-da-da-da-da. If it was up to me, we would just be one big happy family. That person, like JBN said earlier, would just be our pet. That we pets. That. Me texting the pet is off limit. I like that you're calling this person a pet, JBN. I really like that. I really do, because that to me is what an open relationship entails. A nice pet who we only use for fun, and that is it. Outside of the fun, enjoy your life. Don't text me telling me your light bill is due. Don't text me telling me that you need help with the rent. Babes, get a man. Oh, cheers. I know this tea is hot. As a hairstylist, people tell us everything. Girl, oof. Sounds like physically you're not jealous. You have emotional jealousy. Definitely emotional jealousy. Physically, babes, if she wants to split, if she wants to spit, if she wants to gag and suck and do all these things, go ahead. I can appreciate a bad bitch as much as the next person. I can compliment, I can enjoy, I can eat, I can, yes. But the moment, the moment you try to talk to my man in any, the moment I find out that you like him, ew, don't do that. No, because then it's a problem. The moment I find out that you like each other, babes, don't do that. Don't do that. Ugh. What a unicorn does. All right, this one is like low-key hard for me to explain, right? So a unicorn is that magical person that's pretty much down for whatever. If a unicorn would be like someone who, a pet, like we were saying earlier, a unicorn would be a pet, someone that you have fun with and you have fun everywhere, and you know, you just live your life free and just having fun. That's a unicorn, and that's all in the sex realm of things. Unicorn low-key sounds like a whore, but we're taking back that definition of the word. So yes. That's snitching. What's snitching? Who is snitching? What are you talking about? I'm not selfish. I am not selfish. I am sharing my person with you. I'm sharing my body with you. I'm sharing my mouth and my hands and all this energy with you, right? Just don't text my man afterwards, because that's just weird. No, it's called boundaries. Very healthy. Love you too, babes. But yes, boundaries are very, very important. If you're not setting boundaries, you need to set boundaries. You need to have guidelines and rules in your relationship. That's what it is in the BDSM world. I'm enjoying this live. Oh, thank you. Sharing is caring. Yes, sharing is caring. Sharing is very, very, very much caring. Have you had a threesome with 2 men? How was your husband with that? I have not had a threesome with 2 men. It's always been with another woman. I don't know about the 2 men thing. That's a lot of sausage. I wouldn't, I don't know. Next question. Next caller. Not to go off topic, but you need a K-bar drink, Pandem lips. Listen to me. Again, this podcast is sponsored by Rum Runner. What we are drinking is liquid marijuana, and this is their infused cocktail. They also sent me 2 other drinks. Ugh. Miami Vice and One Love. They are all rum based, either with Appleton or with Ray and Nephew. But KB Experience Inc., if you would like to sponsor the next party, let me know. Okay, DMs are open. But yeah, I think, how far are we? What's the time?
30 minutes.
I know it's more than 30 minutes,
About
but
40, 45.
it's been about 40 minutes. No, 6:31. We started at like what, 5:40? Yeah, so I think we have like 10 minutes left on the live. Yeah, so if you've been drinking, cheers. If you've been smoking, don't worry about the time. I have to worry about the time because it ends after an hour. The live is gonna cut off, so I have to worry about the time. Okay, but what was I saying? I forgot oh yeah, if you're drinking, cheers. If you're smoking, puff puff pass. If you're having an edible, what are you having? Jabian, I know you're smoking. Jabian, I know you're drinking wine, but I also know you're smoking. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is everybody running to grab their drinks? Because I'm not saying anything. Again, I know. Here's the thing. Honestly, I'm a witch, right? When I'm in tuned, I'm in tuned. Okay? So at the bottom of the screen, I was able to tag my Male Tears mug. And that is only $15.99 if you want to grab yourself a mug and have yourself some rum runner. You can go ahead and do that. I just started turning up. Oh gosh, I need to be turning down. I really do need to be turning down. But yeah, what else did I want to say? I think I hit all my points when it came to open versus poly. And then I also feel like when it comes to being in an open or poly relationship, I mentioned this earlier, is that you definitely have to be confident within yourself, be confident in your relationship, be confident in the fact that, you know, y'all are good. Do a BDSM episode 2, LOL. Oh my goodness, BDSM. Ugh. Girl. I would also like to note that I broke up my husband. Yes, I feel like before me, everybody was very much vanilla. Like, if it wasn't for me, and I feel like this is a confidence that a lot of people need to carry into their relationships. You need to be like, you know, and that's why I don't have an issue with having an open relationship, because it's like, outside of me, what else is there? Who else is there? What are you going to get? What are you going to achieve? What is going to be more satisfactory than having me in your life? What is? You know? So, yeah. And I feel like that's why when it comes to the whole emotional cheating thing, and I've mentioned this, I was on Sky Excel. I love her so much. When it comes to Sky, or not when it comes to Sky, when I was in Sky's live, I forget where I was going with that just now. What was I talking about so long ago? What was I saying? Damn. I forgot what I was about to say. Say no more. Yes, KB experience. DM me. DMs are always open. So who's the dominant one in the relationship? Obviously, it's me. I am the dominant. He is my sub. I am the master. He is my slave. Do with that information as you will. You're just a terrorist. I am not a terrorist. When it comes to this house, we know who runs it. I'm behaving. Kimmy Lavage, we need to do a live together. Kimmy. So I was already in the industry, right? And then Kimmy introduced me to selling sex toys. Oh, Kimmy, I love you, Bella. I just gave my sub a collar. I have a collar. I have a collar with a leash. It's red and black. It's available on my website, nakedsundaytoys.com. So go ahead and grab yourself one. But yeah, I love you more. Again, this episode is sponsored by Rum Runo. We are drinking his liquid marijuana that just so happens to be infused. So go ahead and grab yourself a bottle of liquid marijuana. Who is the master? What a name. Oh my goodness. How convenient that your name is the master while we're talking about doms and subs. Ooh la la. Enchanté. Nice to meet you. The producer is saying that you guys are friends. Ooh. Do we see a male female male threesome? Oh my gosh. Laura just shot her shots. Oh my gosh. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining the live. Oh, here's a question. Have you ever been in a male, female, male threesome? Ooh, let me know. Oh my goodness. I'm at work not trying to get fired. Wanted to say what's up. Aw, make that money, honey. Female, male, male? No. Jabian, why? The master, why? What is stopping you from being in a male, female, male threesome? Is it ego? Is it the fact that you think, I just saw smoke? Oh my gosh, I thought you were smoking just. I'm like, where do you get that from? Is it the fact that you think that a train is being ran on her if there's another guy involved? Do you feel like your dick is not going to be as big as the next person? Do you feel like you won't please your girl as well as the next person? What is it? Is it an insecurity thing? Is it an ego thing? Or is it like a societal pressure to believe that a woman should not enjoy multiple men at the same time? Like, if you've ever given bun before, how much body that? How much body that? How much, you know? That's my question for you. And I think that just came off the topic of open versus poly. Not really, because if we have an open relationship and I wanted to invite a guy over after having 100 women over, what's the deal with that? What's the tea? Right? If it's truly an open relationship, it's open to everybody, right? And if we're in a poly relationship and you decide that you want to have another wife, what if I wanted another husband? These are conversations that we need to have. I see some comments coming through, so let me read the comments. Probably never will. Okay. It's just, if it's male, male, female, just might as well go male, male, male. That's a stretch. Women using it against you afterwards. Later, also, I'm Colombian. I don't know what you being Colombian has to do with it, but okay. If it's male, male, female, just might as well go male, male, male. And even if she went male, 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 no, it would not be she. You're talking about man, man, man. There's no woman involved. Oh, okay, so you're saying it's gay. Huh, interesting. Even though they're only interacting with the woman. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. You said something else. Where is it? Oh gosh, you said something. Oh, here. Women using it against you afterwards later. I know that this for sure is like a big thing among men, and a reason why lots of men do not open up to their girlfriends or their partners, and it's because they feel like if they do, when you're having an argument, they're going to use it against you. No, what I'll say, it's not just women who do that. Men do that to women as well, right? So you have to know the person that you're with, the person you choose to be intimate with. And that is why it's so important for you to be picky and choosy with who you choose to be emotionally involved with, which brings us back to being poly and why I don't think I could be poly, because you're choosing to be intimate, not just sexual, but like emotionally in tuned with this other person, and I don't know if I could handle that. Matter of fact, I do know I can't handle that. I can't handle that. I cannot. No, not at all. What's this person saying? JBN, I'm not into men and the woman isn't into it as well. Too much meat, like you said. It is a lot of meat. Can you imagine all of them sausage there? Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot of meat. And you don't have to be into men. You're telling me that every threesome you've had, the two girls gave each other head? Could it not have been just them wanting to please you or be pleased by you? Did it always have to be, oh, no, we are batty girl? Does it have to be that? Or can it be two women who enjoy you wanting to enjoy you together? Could it never just be that? Does it have to always be for the male gaze and the male attention for it to be like, and when I say male gaze, even though I'm saying both of you please him or he pleases both of you, why does it have to be male gaze in the sense that, oh, he's enjoying me seeing he's enjoying seeing me kiss this other girl even though I don't like it? Why can't it be a situation where everybody is happy and everybody is heterosexual? That's all I'm saying. Producer is telling me I have how much more time? 4 minutes. All right. No, it's respect for women. So if I have, okay. So if I have, let's say I have a husband, a boyfriend, and another boyfriend, right? And nobody knows about anybody. That's more okay than me being in one room on one bed with two consenting men wanting to please me. Tell me if that makes sense. I'm only interested in female, male, female, honestly, but I understand why some men don't want to be in such intimate contact with another male. You know what I believe? I believe that men love and respect their homeboys way more than they do their girlfriends. So they don't want to see their homeboys being pleased in a way that they know they can't please them. All right, I have to wrap this up. It's typically because as a male, you operate in a frame. If you're a male and you allow another male to tread on your territory, you send out the signal that you can be taken advantage of. It doesn't matter if the penis is an inch long. Okay, so it's a territory thing, so she's your property. So wouldn't it be the same thing if you wanted your girl to bring in another girl? Like, that man, that dick is my dick. It's my property. You're now a whore and can be taken advantage of, because who's to say you're not going to text her at the end of the night? Ooh. All right, so stop commenting. I'm being told to get off the live and do another live. So we're gonna hop off of this. You guys who are here, hold on. The last comment: no, a woman can enjoy as many men as they want. I'm not here to judge anyone. Some people might say what I'm into is extreme, so who am I to point fingers? Yes, I'm bi, but I still treat women differently than men. That's hard for me, man. To be frank, neither is okay. If you got two dudes that are done, then it's different than a heterosexual couple bringing another dude. Because I wouldn't bring in no chick, but yo, take care. I agree with the last. Just gotta find a dude who's willing to save this live. This live is definitely being saved and going to be on the timeline like right now. So I'm gonna come off. Oh, it's telling me right here I have 1 minute left. All right, so I'm gonna come off. Catch me in like 2 minutes. All right, bye. Should I put another product? Pin another product. Maybe pin. Yes, daddy. Yes, daddy. Wave at the people. Thank you for joining the live. Athena, good to see you another Sunday, darling. What we're doing actually for this live entertainment is we're getting high. We're drinking and we're smoking. All right, so we're back with the live. We're waiting for some more people to join. We're waiting for the people who were here earlier to come through. Athena, I don't know if you were here for the last live. So we were talking about open relationships versus poly relationships, and you were high earlier. Well, we're high right now. We were talking about open and poly relationships, the differences between the two. We were talking about threesomes. We were talking about being dominant, being submissive. We were talking about all of that, and an hour passed, so we had to cut it off and come back again with the rest of the live. What I'm drinking is my rum runner. liquid marijuana, and it is definitely infused. It already hit. It all you need is that one drink, and I promise you, your thirst will be quenched and your mind will be elevated. Yes. Wave to the people. Hello, my people. How are you? Grab your Yes Daddy merch. I don't have the recipe, babes. The recipe for what? Threesomes? Or for the drinks? Because the drinks is from at Rum Runner. Let me... Babe, what's his at? It's at...
Rum Runner.
RUMRUNNA. Rum Runner. Is it two M's?
Whatever.
He's gonna tell me right now. Threesomes. Yes.
Yes, you spelled right. RUNNA.
Post at Rum Runner. And I want to pin that comment. Thank you very much. Yeah. So that's what we were talking about. We were vibing for a little bit. I actually low-key want to take a nap so bad. Because I feel like this infusion, this drink infusion, was with an indica. I feel very, very like right now. That's where we are. Oh my goodness. You don't have work today? I need a regular drink. I can't drink this anymore. I'm gonna have this one. I'm gonna have One Love. You're gonna get ice for me? Thank you. Because this liquid marijuana, babes, I can't. Babes. There is no way. Like, I am, oh my goodness. So I'm just gonna have a regular, degular, schmegular drink. You have your wine. Nice. So we're gonna, okay, so we're gonna cap off the rest of this live talking about threesomes. And that's like where we left off, because we were talking about either, we were talking about the differences with having a male, female, male threesome and a female, male, female threesome. And one of the comments, I love opening alcohol and spilling the cap. If it has a cork, I'm smelling it. But one of the comments was, if you're willing to have a threesome with a woman and two guys, the guys are gay pretty much. Like, they might as well have a male, male, male threesome. And I'm like, why is that? Why do the two men have to interact? The two women aren't going to always want to interact or choose to interact, because they are heterosexual and are just there to please you. They're heterosexual man, and that's it. So yeah, you gotta get it together, honey. But that's where we left off. Again, I just opened the One Love. We're gonna drink that because that liquid marijuana is definitely the devil's lettuce made into a green smoothie. Hi everybody for joining the live. My bestie is on here, my cousin is on here, Javian just joined. Cheers to you guys. Love you guys. Oh, One Love is very, very sweet. If you choose to get One Love, it's very sweet. But yeah, my eyes are very much open. Thank you very much. I can see everything that's happening. I feel like, oh my gosh, I want to put, okay, I just had an idea. I'm going to make a shirt that says how high. That's the idea. That's the idea. Have you ever had a threesome while you were high? That's the question. Did I ask a question earlier? I feel like I asked a question earlier. No? Okay. So that's the question. Have you ever had a high threesome where everybody was high, not just you, or maybe it was just you, but a high threesome? I don't think I've ever. Have I? I don't think I've. Huh. Interesting question. Answer: have you ever had, hi everybody for joining the live, have you ever had a threesome where everybody was high? Like everybody was high. That sounds like the most euphoric experience, like all the bodies just together, right? What are you drinking, you guys? Because nobody wants to tell me if they've ever had a threesome. Not just you, where everybody is high. It has to be everybody high at the same time. Have you ever had a threesome where the girls did not interact with each other? Was it ever just you pleasing both of them? Has that ever happened? You, the guy, pleasing the two women. Has it ever happened? Or have you ever been the woman pleasing just the man and the woman? So that's you, and that's the man and the woman, and you're just pleasing the two of them, and they're just laying there like little pillow princesses. Oh my gosh. Or here's another question. Have you ever, like, you were in a threesome and did like somebody fall off the bed? Don't send peeping eyes emojis. Answer the question. They all interact with each other because they want to, because they enjoy it. I like to watch. So, if I were to have a threesome with two guys and the two guys wanted to interact, would that be a problem? And why is it, if it is a problem, why is it not a problem when two women interact with each other? That's the question. Because this is coming off very interesting. Nope. Athena, what are you saying? Nope. Did you watch Nope? It's a very interesting movie. Very, very, very interesting movie. But yeah. Here's another one. Have you ever had a threesome with two girls that you met that same night? You know, in those movies where you're at like a college party and the two blondes walk over and then you guys, you know, run off. You know, those types of movies. Has that ever happened to you before? Don't care what people do in the, okay, I guess. It did start off good and end up weird in the end. It really, really did. That sounds like you have... What? What? That sounds like I have what? See, now I'm very lost and I'm confused in the game. What did I do? Not interact with the other girl? Oh gosh. That sounds like you have the threesome. Oh! Multiple. Multiple. With two random girls. Oh, never! Never. Oh gosh. Day, but he was not on your level of freakiness, so he had to. What even is that? Who's told you that? Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. How do you pick out your third for threesomes? What's your process? And go-to lines. Oh gosh. What is the process? I don't know, babes. It's usually like a friend of a friend. It's never like you go out and you see somebody and boom, it just happens. I don't know. There are no pickup lines. There are no, you're just there and everybody's vibing and then you exchange information and then it goes from there. I don't know. Sky is here. I was talking about you earlier, Sky. I need to know. Oh my goodness. Oh. You need to know my friends. When it's random, as in the two random girls, or you and your partner find one girl. So that sounds good in theory. It sounds good in the movies. But how often? No, that's how things get messy. Not too random. Oh my gosh. Not too random. That don't sound safe. Okay, so the night ends well. So it could be that she like call her homegirl and the homegirl come over. It could be like that. It's like that type of situation. Okay. So not necessarily gonna go out and see somebody and just bring her home. I think that's what that is. I'm being told that my energy is down. Why is my energy down? Because of the fucking rum. I told you it was indica dominant, bro. I want to take a nap so bad. Oh my god. I need a nap so bad. So bad. Oh. Oh my. All right, what are we saying? What you're drinking? What I was drinking is liquid marijuana from Rum Runner, and it's infused. And then I just poured another Rum Runner, but this one is not supposed to be infused, and it's the One Love. So that's what I'm drinking now. The infused one officially kicked in like 30 minutes ago. So right now you're just getting like whatever. And it sounds like rain falling. Rain falling? And the rain not falling. Okay. People in a relationship sometimes find it hard to have those conversations. I feel like that's because they didn't have those conversations when they should have had those conversations. Conversations like that when it comes to threesomes or whatever should have been had from the talking stage going into the dating stage, you know, or while you're dating, you're like, all right, have you ever, or would you ever, or did you ever type of situation. So if you're now in a loving, committed relationship, it's going to be weird and hard to bring up having threesomes if it's never something that's even crossed the threshold of your relationship. People in monogamous relationships need to have conversations, like deep relationship questions before actually being with anybody at all. Rum Runner has joined the live. Rum Runner is the reason why I can barely read what anybody is saying. Some women would tell their significant other they want a threesome and he would say no because he thinks it's the right thing to say. And that's because they didn't have certain conversations before the relationship got to where it was. If you guys were open and honest and having open and honest conversations, then bringing up wanting a threesome wouldn't be that hard to bring up or even that absurd to say. Mr. Man is next to me and I'm letting you just start the conversation. Oh gosh, you look high as hell. I'm not high per se. I would just like to know if it was indica, sativa, or some type of hybrid. That is all I would like to know, sir. Thank you very, very, very much. And I can go about my day. Because it feels very indica dominant, but it could be a little sativa in there. You feel me? So just let me know, please, and thank you. When it comes to threesomes, I feel like I asked a bunch of questions already. And this is like my 100th question. Oh my gosh. You're right. They think it's a test. Indica always. Lord God. You see, I knew it. I knew it. Oh gosh. They're always going to think it's a test. They're always going to think it's a test. Ugh. Because people are weird. People are very, very, very weird. And as much as people try to act big and bad or nonchalant or whatever, feelings are real, emotions are real, and people get jealous very, very easily. You know what? I feel like I need to end this live. This was very fun, but I really want to take a nap. I really, really want to take a nap, and I feel like I want like a roti. I feel like a roti. And some and curd chicken. That's what I feel like. Yeah. Maybe it's old age, but I don't desire a three-way. Maybe it is old age. Because if you can't manage one, you can't manage two. You feel me? You should have had food and snacks on standby. Food is on standby, you know, food is here. It's just Just don't want to sleep as well. Oh gosh. All right, I'm coming off of this note. Thank you for coming back to, I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what this is. Goodbye. 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 Bye.